Everybody, good afternoon. I'm Attorney Mubarak with Mubarak Law. We are doing our Facebook Live today, and we have a couple of important updates for you and a wonderful new guest that you'll see more of, hopefully, moving forward. And just wait a few more moments before we get started and let some other people join. And we're going to discuss two important updates with Congress and as far as traveling, and then some changes in our office as well. Okay, as I mentioned, it's Naif here in Mubarak Law in downtown Orlando. It's December 10th. We are happy to be here today. I'm going to introduce one of our new associates, Brittany Mills. She is an attorney who worked for Legal Aid in Jacksonville and graduated from UF. She has started with our firm a few weeks ago, and we have some updates for you all today regarding the proposed Build Back Better bill in Congress, as well as the new travel, and then some updates for our office, and of course, some good news and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on today's guest and our new attorney, Brittany Mills, and she's going to help us flesh out some of these important topics for you all. And if you have any questions, please put it in the comments, and then we'll also provide you with a quick summary as well. So everybody, please welcome Brittany.
Hi, hey, thank you, Naif.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Well, very good. I'm excited for our holiday party today, and hopefully getting out of the office early on a Friday will be nice.
Me too.
Brittany, you worked for Legal Aid. Please tell us a little bit, what does Legal Aid do and what types of cases that you handled?
Yeah, so I've been at Legal Aid for the past 2 years in Jacksonville, Florida. Most of my cases have been humanitarian-based, family-based, or removal defense. So that means I've helped a lot of families petition their relatives from inside and outside of the United States, help people get asylum, get work permits, naturalization, all of those things, help in the removal defense if they're in immigration court. So I'm excited to learn a lot more types of immigration here at Mubarak Law.
Well, I'm really happy to have you here, and I could tell that you've already displayed really thorough attributes when it comes to reviewing a case. So thank you for that. Now, what would you say is a big difference between our office and Legal Aid, and not necessarily about fees or anything, but as far as of either culture or the types of cases that you're seeing?
Yeah, I think, at both places, I think we have a great team environment here, and we had a great team environment there. But I think the nice thing about being here is that you are exposed to more types of clients. So I do get to see clients from all over the world here, as opposed to just the local area or in Florida. So it is nice to work with international people, local people, people from all over the United States.
Yeah, I do love that about our office and our clients. I feel like I could travel anywhere in the world and possibly have a client or family friend there. What are you looking to handle in our office, or what types of cases is your next on your legal journey, or that you would like to learn more about?
So family cases will always be near and dear to my heart, helping people reunite their families or get their loved ones here. But I am excited to learn more about the business immigration side. I love that when we talk to clients, we're able to offer them multiple options, apart from just maybe asylum or a family petition. Maybe they can get a work-based visa and come here that way, or eventually become a permanent resident.
Yeah, you pointed that out the other day in a consultation, and it is nice that we are able to do like a full assessment of a client's situation to try to determine what the best option is. Is it some type of humanitarian relief? Are there investment or employment-based options? And sometimes it helps, move us in a certain direction based on a client's set of facts, even though they may have contacted us for something completely different.
Right.
So Brittany, we also at our office handle car accidents and personal injury. Any experience there?
I don't have any experience there. A couple accidents on my own, but so far no helping anybody else get through that.
You have handled, I think, some federal mandamus litigation action. Can you tell everybody about a writ of mandamus and when that might be used?
Yeah, of course.
First,
So I
my dad
have
is saying,
done.
my dad says good afternoon to you and me. Hey, Dad.
Good afternoon. Yeah, so a writ of mandamus is a great tool that we can use in federal court for clients who have been waiting for their applications with immigration for way too many years. So a lot of the times, you'll come across people whose application has been pending for maybe 5 years or so. It's an awesome way to get a judge in a federal court to make immigration do something on your application. The judge, of course, cannot give you the green card or the citizenship or asylum or whatever it is, but they can make immigration do something on your case.
Right. And we've talked about this numerous times. We even have YouTube videos about writs of mandamus when a case has been pending for an unreasonable amount of time. All right. Brittany is great. I'm happy. I'm sure she'll be with us on numerous Facebook Lives to come. But today we want to talk about the Build Better Back plan.
Build back better.
Build Back Better proposed plan, and specifically the immigration component that tends to have some type of relief. I wouldn't say it's full reform. Looks more like a Band-Aid to the immigration problem in our system and those who are undocumented. And what they're proposing is for people who have been in the United States from December 31st in 2010 and before, continuously residing, that they would be eligible for parole. This parole period would be up to 5 years, and then again renewable for another 5-year period. This again is only a proposal. It is not law. We cannot apply for it. Be cautious of anybody who tells you that you can apply for it, who is looking to take your money. This is just talk right now in Congress. So, Brittany, can you explain to our viewers what parole is in simple terms, and what kind of benefits will it provide them?
Sure. So if this is approved, a parole would be kind of like a temporary immigration benefit. It's not going to get you a green card or citizenship or anything like that, but it will protect you from being deported, and it will allow you to get a work permit. So it does give people some peace of mind for that temporary period. And hopefully during that time, you can find a way to actually adjust your status through a legal pathway.
Right. And the parole is just an authorized stay, right? I mean, think of it as a way, like kind of like a temporary protected status, like a TPS. It's saying, okay, we know you're here, we're acknowledging you're here, and since you're here and you are not ineligible, then we'll grant you the right to be here for a temporary period with the right to work. I mean, we have a labor shortage in this country right now. I think having people with the ability to work would probably help the economy and help all these businesses struggling to staff their restaurants or small family-owned businesses to keep things in the supply chains and everything that we keep hearing about, to kind of help that out. Now, there are some things that might disqualify an individual, and that might be if there's a break in their continuous residence and some type of disqualifying criminal activity. Brittany, do you want to talk about either one of those things, or I'm happy to do so, maybe about the continuous residence,
Yeah, I mean, with the continuous residence, we're not super clear on what exactly the requirement is going to be, but we think it will be something like if you have a very short break, maybe you take a trip to your home country for a few days or a few weeks, that might not affect the continuous residence. But if you're going out of the country for maybe 6 months, that's going to be a problem that's going to disqualify you.
Okay. And a lot of times when we're in immigration court, and if we have to prove continuous residence, that means that the trip was usually brief, innocent, or casual. And a lot of times case law has, so, a less than 90-day absence is what we'll look at. And the same thing is applied for TPS breaks and continuous residence. So we think it would look similar to that. This, I'm not sure what this is. So that's what they're proposing. And of course, there's going to be disqualifying criminal activity. This is not going to grant people simply for being here. Anyone who has significant criminal history or is inadmissible is likely not to benefit from this proposed program. Again, this is a proposed program, and we'll continue to watch it. We hope something happens. I mean, we still are waiting for something to happen with DACA, with the complete immigration reform. There's a lot of loose ends and that Congress really needs to act on. And hopefully this might just gain some momentum and we get something sooner than later. Anything else you want to add on the BBB?
Yeah, the only other thing I would say that they are trying to pass this as part of a budget bill. So part of whether it passes will be them deciding if this is a budget item or if it's just politicians trying to pass an immigration reform.
Right. And there's some things about recapturing visas, which just might help the backlog and, the visa backlog. If you petition for a brother or sister or an employee petition, this may benefit that as well. So let's see what happens. If you want to reach out to your representative and have them support this, do so. If you're against it, reach out to your representative. That's what they're there to do, is to represent you. Okay, before we talk about the new travel ban restrictions, as you know, we like to talk about some good things and what's good in our office. This week alone, probably in the last 2 weeks, we've had 4 or 5 new U.S. citizens. And yesterday we had a green card based on marriage approved at the interview on the spot. And the card has already been issued according to the latest update. So that's 4 or 5 new citizens and new permanent residents. We couldn't be happier for our clients. And we were just having our holiday lunch, and another client came and picked up her car accident check with over $10,000 going to. Of course, every case is different, but as you know, keep us in mind for any car accident or personal injury and any immigration needs, of course. But besides all that good news, I'm wearing this hot red sweater today because it is our holiday party and we're going to treat our office today. They all work so hard for everybody and I'm very thankful for them. So I would say that today is what's good for me. We are going to go celebrate and we are going to close early, probably in an hour or so, and then we'll reopen on Monday. And we are also closed Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So that's just the holiday season. Brittany, what's good with you before we go to the travel restrictions? Anything?
I'm excited to be in Orlando. I just moved here a few weeks ago. So still trying to get used to I-4 traffic. But other than that, I like it so far. And I'm also very excited about the holiday party tonight.
Well, thank you for being here. And real quick, before we wrap up, we're going to talk about the newest restrictions on the travel ban, where there are multiple countries from the continent of Africa, including South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Eswatini, Mozambique, and Malawi, just to name a few. These are now restricted because of the new COVID variant, which I'm not going to try to pronounce. Brittany, you're welcome to. Omicron, I believe. But this new travel ban also does not apply to U.S. citizens or permanent residents. Who would be affected by this travel ban?
So it's going to be immigrants and not immigrants. So basically anyone coming in on a visa, they're not going to be able to come from these countries, at least for now.
Okay, so just as you know, PCR tests, traveling is new. Make sure you stay up to date with the travel requirements. We're happy that our borders reopened last month to many places, and we hope that continues. I know that Central Florida, because of our tourism sector and our hospitality sector, we've noticed are the English tourists coming back and Brazilians. So welcome back for those who have been absent. And if you have any questions about your options to remain here, or if you, God forbid, you're in an accident, please let us know. That's what we have for you today. It is Friday. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. And Brittany, thanks for joining me on short notice. I appreciate you being a team player. You did great. And we'll see you guys soon here on Facebook Live. Please send us any updates or questions that you might have, and we'll be happy to make sure we address those topics in the near future.
Yep.
Take care, guys.